Oh boy. This gonna be good. Hello and welcome back to another Trailblazer progress video. So in the last video, I managed to complete the entire set of Trailblazer relics, and for the last one I picked exploding attacks. I'm super excited to give it a try, but honestly I might even be more excited about having finally unlocked the full 16 times experience rate, so that I can fully do all the skilling methods I'm excited to try with the restrictions and unlocks that we've gotten so far. For this video, I've got pretty much exactly that planned. I want to do a bunch of skilling. I want to get some of my lower skills up. I'm going to start playing around with some of my favorite methods at the 16 times experience rate and just begin working all the way to max. Part of that will definitely be getting up Slayer as well, so I can start exploring more PVM options. But first, I figured I was editing the video, might as well do something productive. Was working on getting some teak logs for the construction grind later on. I have a total of 5,000 in the bank, and there's 99 wood cutting. Is this going to be a thing? Am I just going to start every video with a 99? I don't know. Maybe we'll make it a thing. Yeah, with those experience rates, it's almost a joke. These 99s are going to come so fast. A lot of them are going to be unintentional for sure. That one was just me looking for something to do while I was editing the video. It only took about 2 hours to get from 94 to 99. And I got about 5,000 teak logs in the process, which is great. I do need about 8,800 teak logs to hit 99 construction, so I'll be back here again to get post 99. I definitely see myself hitting the 25 million woodcutting experience goal. In addition to that, when I get the Infernal Axe, I'll be coming back here to get more teak logs for fire making, so got a lot of woodcutting left to do. So the first thing I want to do with my newly unlocked freedom is get the herb seed situation sorted out. So I've been out of herb seeds again for a while, and it feels very inefficient because I can't really do herb runs. So I'm planning to just go ahead and go straight to 99 thieving on Master Farmers right now. I have basically everything I need to do it. The only thing I'm missing is the Ardoin Hard Diary. The Ardoin Hard Diary gives you 10% global thieving chance increase, which will be invaluable until I hit high 90s where you would stop failing anyway. The only thing that's blocking me from that is 68 smithing, so going to do some smithing, finish the Ardoin Hard Diary, and then get to thieving. And that's today's plan. Let's get started. There are definitely some things I'm just way too lazy to take care of. This is one of those things. I have been a female character ever since I completed the recruitment drive, which was all the way back when I unlocked Asgarnia. I think it's time I change back to a man. What does my hair look like? Oh, it's the same hair. Normally your hair gets messed up. Cool. So birdhouse runs are amazing now. 18,000 experience per birdhouse, which means over 50,000 experience. I think actually even close to 70,000 experience per run. I don't actually need to do these anymore from a hunter experience perspective. There are multiple herbivore tasks that are dependent on kill count and herbivore and not on experience, and herbivore gives like 20,000 experience per hunt. However, as for seaweed, I hit the 2,700 count. That means that I'm totally done. That's enough giant seaweed to get up to 25 million crafting experience. So I'll be knocking that out sometime in the near future. I just need a lot more buckets of sand, obviously. I need close to 15,000 of those. So at some point, I'll probably just take a day, fill all my buckets of sand, and then knock out that 25 million crafting experience. So I'm all out of molten glass, and I need to make some more powered orbs, because I'm still doing my daily battle staves. So I figured I would go ahead and make all of the sand I have right now into molten glass. There's no reason not to. I mean, it would be nice and cool to see it knocked all in one go, but getting those crafting levels now would be super useful because I can start getting the jewelry as I get the gems available for it. So I figured I'd just quick go over my method for doing so. What I do is I use the inventory viewer plugin for RuneLite to show my inventory next to the spellbook, so I don't have to close the spellbook. In my bank, I've got the buckets of sand and the seaweed. Actually, let me pull these a little bit closer here. And what I do is I grab 18 buckets of sand and then 3 giant seaweed every time. That will cause a good amount to fall on the ground under me, so every like 5th inventory I take a break and pick up all the sand underneath me. So it's as easy as this. Just do that. Bank all. Grab 18. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a slight delay between when you can click on the bank after doing it, and you just kind of get a feel for it as you go. See, there's some glass on the ground. So I'm going to go here. I've got my experience counters restarted. We'll see how fast I can make these 2,000 buckets of sand, 2,400, and how much experience I get. Not too bad, not too bad. Took just under 20 minutes, right around 20 minutes, something like that. And wound up with 3,800 molten glass. If you remember, I only had just over 2,400 buckets of sand. So that goes to show you the power of Super Glass Make, where you get a lot of extra molten glass. So that'll just be enough to last for a while. The experience is pretty good. It's about 1.3 million crafting experience an hour, 600k mage experience an hour. It's got up to 80 crafting and 95 magic just from that little bit. Almost 81 too. Alright, so the reason why I did that short little crafting grind was to process all of my battle staves that I have. I've still been buying them daily, so I can get as much cash as possible. And actually, I can get more. I totally forgot I needed to alch all my extra rune stuff from that little clue scroll grind I did in the last episode, so let's see where that gets me. Alright, so even more, 868k. So I'm going to be doing the typical Iron Man smithing process that you would expect. The nice thing about picking Fremnik is I have access to the blast furnace, and every world is run by the dwarves. So all I have to do is put money in the coffer, and I'll be able to use this at max efficiency, no problem. I'm going to be using the ore shop here to get pretty much all of my ores. I definitely will be doing a little bit of motherlode mines, so I'll be getting some from there as well. But primarily I'll be buying from here. I want to know, does this auto restock? It does not. So hopefully there's not too many people doing the method here. I'll be doing mithril because you can actually profit on it if you very carefully buy stock. Oh, it looks like there's at least one other person doing the method. So we'll see how it goes. So that took about 30 minutes. Got 1,000 mithril ores and 2,000 coal, which is enough for 1,000 bars. The coal was definitely the limiting agent. No one was really buying any mithril ore, but the coal was bought out in many worlds. Other worlds it wasn't. So I definitely paid more for coal than ideally I'd like. Ideally I was doing 2 inventories of coal and 1 inventory of mithril per world. But because the coal was often bought out, I was going for 3 or more if it was available, or just buying it when it was low stock. So had to pay a lot of extra. However, the reason I'm doing mithril is actually because assuming higher stock, at least it's possible to break even or even profit slightly by doing mithril plate bodies. I'm hoping with the reduced cost of my natures for high alching them, it will actually be, a little profitable. I won't be doing this all the way to 99, but I figured this would be a good jump step because it should be effectively free smithing experience. We'll see if that's actually the case, but I'm going to go ahead and get started putting these in the blast furnace. Oh, and no coal bag. So I need to get that before I do too much more of this. Now, I want to see if this is a candidate for cheesing equilibrium experience. I've already added coal, and normally as soon as your ore hits the end of this conveyor belt, it'll smelt the bars immediately, no matter how much ore you add. I don't believe there's a delay here like there was with rune crafting, so I should be able to add one at a time and get extra equilibrium experience. Let's see if that's the case. No, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they combine on the conveyor belt until it hits the end there. So yeah, that was 1. If I do this fast, that's 2. Yeah, so I'd have to wait for it to go into there, so there is a delay. Probably still not worth doing. I'll just dump them all in at once. All right, this is the last batch of mithril here. Let's see, it took me about 30 minutes to do 1,000, which isn't bad considering I don't have a coal bag. I don't know if I'll be getting a coal bag because I'll probably be doing mostly gold. Beyond this initial mithril, I think I'll only be doing the ores that I actually mine. But that's 1,012 mithril bars right there. And it actually got me up to 70 smithing just from doing the bars. So I'm going to head to Varrock and smith these into plate bodies. Let's see how far it gets me. Alright, definitely overdid the smithing grind a little bit. It's already up to 78. Got about 1.3 million experience doing this. And it took me just under an hour and a half. So really not too bad. Effective experience, including buying the ores, of about 1 million an hour. So I'll take it. For the mithril plate bodies, I got 203 of them. So I need 1 for Warriors Guild, which should provide a cash stack when alked of... I actually forgot my cash stack in the blast furnace, but if I alk all of these plate bodies, it gets me to 864,000, and I started with 868, so basically broke even on that grind. I'd be able to get infinite smithing experience this way, at least from a cash perspective. So that was the last skill requirement for the Ardoin Hard Diary. Unfortunately, I just saw that I need to plant poison ivy berries, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple more hours to actually do it, but I'll get everything else knocked out. I don't actually have any poison ivy seeds, so unfortunately, because poison ivy seed is really only obtainable from master farmers, I'm basically just forced to do them a little inefficiently, though honestly this isn't too bad. There's not too big of a fail rate even without the global 10%, so hopefully this won't take too long. And obviously it goes towards the larger goal of getting a bunch of seeds, so can't complain too much. Oh, this is entirely frustrating. I am 3 times the drop rate for a stupid poison ivy seed. 87 thieving from 80 already. That's like a fifth of the grind already done, and I still don't have it. And most annoyingly, I have to leave, and I'm not going to be back for multiple hours. And I can't plant the bush. It would be ready when I come back. Super frustrating. Alright, it's the next day. I am currently 4 times drop rate for the poison ivy seed, and I've run out of food. So I have to start cooking my karambans. But that's okay, because I'm going to be doing this soon anyway. It's probably going to be my next AFK grind. I just can't believe how dry I've gone for a poison ivy seed of all the things. Got a book of knowledge from a surprise exam random event. Wonder how much experience this is going to give. 17,000. Random events are awesome now. Holy crap. Got it. I kid you not. 3,674 pickpockets to get this poison ivy seed. It's supposed to be like a 1 out of 950. I'm almost 90 thieving. You know, at the end of the day, I can't complain too much. It was a little inefficient to do it that way, but I still made it like a third of the way to 99 thieving, which I'm going to be doing as soon as this is grown anyway. Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize that poison ivy bushes do not get diseased, so it can't die. I was going to go ahead and pay whatever the price to get this thing to grow. How long is it going to actually take to grow? Let's see. 2 hours and 46 minutes, so at least I'll be able to come back to it later today. You know the tree situation is getting desperate when I'm planting oaks. I'm actually start killing giant moles soon, because there's 3 tasks related to giant mole kill count, and I might get some better seeds from that, or at least more seeds. Holy crap! Tangleroot! That's my first skilling pet on the game mode, and also I don't even have Tangleroot in the real game. Wow! That's super cool. Oh, and obtain a skilling pet was actually a 750 point, or 250 point task rather, so that's super nice to have. That's a rare pet to get. I got it on a curry tree. There's 93 farming at least, even though I'm out of all of my decent trees. Here's the thing I probably should have done before the fire cape, but I didn't have enough money. And that's, if I talk to Katif here, because I unlocked Fremenic area, he gives me a broken Ivan staff. Even though I can't enter the underground pass to thusly complete the quest, it's auto-completed with Fremenic. Then if I bring it to the Dark Mage here, I believe he will repair it for 250k. Okay, so I guess it's 200k to repair. And then talking to him again, can you upgrade it? Another 200k. I was gonna say, I guess it's 400k total. But now I have an Ivan Staff U, and that is a task for 50 points. But more importantly, it unlocks the Ivan's Blast spell, which is a spell that hits 25s. So basically I get a max hit increase of 20% from 20 to 25. Slayer Dart versus this. Yeah, I probably should have done this before the fire caves. Would have been too bad to get the money, but you know, hey, at least I got the fire cape. Through the magic of video editing, the bush has grown. I didn't show all the individual task completions. I'm probably not going to do that for achievement diaries unless they're particularly interesting. So I'm just going to show the actual diary completion, which is picking a poison ivy seed, or berry, I guess, from this. And that is the hard diary complete. Talking with 2 pints here means I finished the hard diary. And the cool thing about this is obviously I get the 10% global chance to pickpocket. So that includes Master Farmers, because annoyingly there's no Master Farmer inside already, so you need the hard to help Master Farmers. Annoyingly, because I had to get a Poison Ivy Seed, I got all the way up to 89 Thieving already on Master Farmers, but no big deal, because I'm planning to go all the way to 99 on them, like right now. I need the seeds, I want to stock up a bunch so I can just do herb seeds for the rest of the game mode without having to worry about stopping to get any more. Well, maybe. We'll see. The experience goes really fast and the seeds come very slow, so we'll see. But I can actually use this lamp on prayer, which is 240,000 prayer experience. It gives me 73 prayer. That is amazing. Before I really get going here, I'll need to cook a few more korambans. just to make sure I have enough food to get me through to 94, which is when you stop failing with the hard diary. I don't think it'll be very many though, because my failure rate is already like 5% or something. There's 1750 total. Wasn't expecting to get that. I wasn't paying attention at all, but there it is. So one thing I need to do is finish the making friends with my arm quest to get my last herb patch I'll have available. I'm obviously going to be doing herb runs pretty consistently as I'm going through the thieving grind, so I want this last patch unlocked for maximum efficiency. This is not actually a quest I've done on the main game yet, so this will be interesting. It's a new experience for me, finally. I think this is the first one. Oh, because I run past you guys. You're nothing, seriously. I forgot about the 10% damage buff from the final relic, so I'm actually hitting 27s, which is amazing. This fight is actually pretty hard. The boss is stuck on Prey Mage, so I can't use Mage at all. So I have to rely on melee, which results in a bunch of stun attacks that drain my prayer. I could go get range, but my range is terrible, so I feel like this might be better. But if this fails, I'll try range. Alright, this should be turning it in. The fight wasn't too terrible. I can say I have a few supplies left. So it's actually a pretty fun, fairly short quest. Lots of experience too, which is great. So now I believe in order to unlock the patch for good, I need to build a fire. So I'll look up how to do that. I could definitely see myself doing more than 100 herb runs in the remainder of the league. So I'm going to go ahead and build a portal room. And in that portal room, I can build a teleport straight to that herb patch. Unfortunately, it is 100k, but I'll probably wind up putting all these portals up, so I think it's worthwhile. And specifically, I can build the Weiss portal. I need 3 planks. So with 3 planks in my inventory instead of 2, build a portal frame, and then I can direct it to, there we go, Weiss. I do not have enough basalt. Why? Oh, it's not noted. One more try here. The nice thing about the Endless Harvest is that it was fixed to work on the basalt. So it banked automatically and doubled. So this really didn't take long at all to get this, considering it's not stackable. There we go, a Weiss portal. So if I go through there, it'll take me right to the herb patch here, and then I have all the salt I need to build the fire here of nourishment, and that allows me to use this herb patch. So I've got 5 herb patches total, and that'll be all I can get for the rest of the league. But that should be enough. That's a lot of herbs. Alright, this will be home for probably the next 6, maybe 7 hours. It seems to be over 1 million experience, even with some slight failures. I'm sure it'll go up, even a little bit from there, so it shouldn't take too long, honestly. Here's what the inventory setup looks like. Obviously, the Kromboins and the dodgy necklaces will be gone after I hit 94, because that's when you stop failing with the Ardoin Hard Diary. But these are the seeds I'm going to hold on to. I hold on to the 5 most common hop seeds for birdhouse runs. I also hold on to limpwort and snapegrass seeds for growing. And then I hold on to potato and onion seeds just because they're the most common seeds, so it cuts down on dropping a tiny little bit. And then I hold on to every single herb seed. I could drop the guams and marantils because I have more than I'll ever need already, but because they're common pickpockets, I hold on to them. Plus, I think it's pretty fun to see them stack up. The only herb seeds I'm missing are snapdragon, dwarfweed, and torstal, which will go in these 3 slots. And then that leaves 6 slots down here for dropping seeds. So hopefully I don't have to click to drop too often. I like pickpocketing at this master farmer because he tends to get stuck fairly often, and also there's very little in the way of distracting things that will cross over him or I'll be able to misclick on. Like, for example, at the Draenor market, the market guards love to walk through the master farmer, and then you wind up attacking them, and then that's really annoying because you can't pickpocket them until you kill the guard. Ideally, I'd love to pickpocket at Hosidius with the master farmer in the house, but obviously, of course, with Trailblazer League, we don't have access to that. So I'm excited. I'm going to get this done. It's very unlikely that I'll have many update clips. It depends on how much I'm able to actually do at my computer. I plan to do most of this on my phone, doing some other work. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited, though. Another thing I forgot to mention the Ardoin Hard Diary gave me was 5 Ardoin Farm teleports a day instead of 3. Though it's not going to super matter until I finish the Lumbridge Hard so that the 5 teleports match up there as well. I'm probably going to do more than 3 per day, so hopefully I can get that done soon. I'm also going to be doing snapegrass as well as limpworts with my herbs now, because I should have a good inflow of seeds and that's just to make sure that I have good snapegrass supplies for my prayer potions, because this is the best source for them. And then also, of course, limp words are always nice because you get super strength potions, so super nice Harbor experience. And hey, thanks. Alright, there's 94 thieving. That means that I will stop failing when pickpocketing here, which will be super nice. I don't have to worry about bringing dodgy necklaces anymore, though I didn't really need food at all after unlocking the 10% extra rate. I was failing low enough that even just passive healing, I didn't run out of hit points. So 94 is actually only about halfway to 99 from where I was at 80, though it's really, really fast. I'm averaging about 2.1 million experience an hour when I'm focusing. So with 5 million experience to go, I'll be there in like 2.5 more hours. It's really not too bad at all. So unfortunately, I was alone, but I am not any longer. But I wanted to show you my method for resetting this guy here. I use the NPC idle timer, which is on the Runelight plugin hub. As you can see, it's counting down. If you didn't know, if an NPC is not able to move for 5 minutes, it will teleport back to its spawn. So you'd only get 5 minutes of clicking here if he was allowed to do that. But in order to negate that, when this is counting down, I walk off of this spot, he walks forward 1 spot, and yeah, see, that guy ran through me, so he was able to escape. Well, maybe I can save it? Yeah, yep, so I can save it because he only walked 1 spot. But because I walked off that spot, then he was able to reset his timer. And then normally I'd keep thieving from him and he'd walk back into the corner eventually. Usually it only takes like a couple seconds. That way he's totally reset and we can just click for 5 more minutes. 1,500 experience per snapegrass. I'm going to be getting a significant amount of farming experience just from growing these. Though I'm not going to have a ton of seeds even by the end of the thieving grind. It's going to be so nice to basically never run out of hop seeds ever again for birdhouse runs. Look at this stack, 5,400, and I'm not even done thieving yet. Yeah, there's 94 farming. The snapegrass is just an intense amount of experience. I have 108 already from this run, and that means that this has already been over 150,000 experience because it's 1,500 per. The farming experience is shooting up so fast because of these. I think the league is just like messing with my brain, and I'm not expecting to be able to accomplish things as quickly as you can with the increased experience rates. But there's actually nothing preventing me from knocking out the Lumbridge Easy Diary, which will allow me to, Lumbridge Hard Diary, which will allow me a couple more teleports to the patch every day, which is super useful, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And the first one was craft an amulet of power. Okay, this should be the final task for the Lumbridge Hard Diary. Oh, did I miss one? Of course I missed one. So I thought I did this, but I guess I had lit it in the goblin tunnels and not in the basement. So there's the last task for the Lumbridge Hard Diary, which is a 100-point league task. But more importantly, I can also turn this in and get the upgraded Explorer's Ring, which gives me the 5 teleports to the farming patch every day instead of the 3. So along with the Ardoin Hard Diary Cloak, I could do 5 farm runs very easily, and I don't think I'll be doing more than 5, so this should be good enough for me for now. But I can also throw this lamp onto prayer, and it should be 240,000 prayer experience for 75 prayer, which means if I go ahead and drain my prayer, I can recharge it for a hard task, which is to restore 75 prayer points at an altar. So time to talk about birdhouses. I'm actually a 90 hunter, which means I will very easily be hitting 99 and potentially even the 25 million experience goal just by doing the herbivore tasks on Fossil Island. The highest one, I believe, is 750 kill count, which is a lot of experience because it's like 20k experience per. However, I'm still going to be doing the birdhouses for a while because there's a couple of fruit tree tasks that I need to complete that I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to get any other way. Namely, I need a magic tree seed, another spirit tree seed, and a dragon fruit tree seed. So I'll be doing birdhouse runs pretty much until I get those. I am also planning on potentially knocking out the 750 giant mole kill count. However, those don't give as reliable tree seeds, so I'm not entirely confident I'll be getting those seeds from there either. So I think it'll be much more reliable if I keep doing this as a kind of doing them both, so I have 2 options to get those seeds because they're pretty rare. This does mean I will, whoa, being a mushroom, be very likely to be getting way more than 25 million hunter experience, but unfortunately that's the way it goes when you're unlucky with these, like curry. Not useful. Hello guards. I haven't been stealing from anyone. What are you talking about? Oh, wait. There we go. 99 thieving. That really wasn't too bad at all. The experience rates are just incredible with the Equilibrium Relic as well as the 16 times boosted experience rate. I think I was thieving for 5 or 6 hours total. Really not bad at all. Getting 99 thieving in particular was obviously a goal, but getting it right now was just kind of arbitrary. It doesn't really unlock anything particular at level 99. The skill cape does stack with the Ardoin Hard Diary, so you'd have an effective 20% increase in thieving chance with both together. However, there's really nothing in my regions that I'll want to thieve that doesn't already have a 100% success rate with the Ardoin Hard Diary alone. So I probably won't buy the thieving cape unless that changes and I think of something else I want to do. I do plan on going for the 25 million thieving experience goal, using it as an opportunity to get a little bit of extra cash from Ardy Knights, but I have a 100% success rate with those already anyway. Of course, the main reason I did that right now is so that I could stock up herb seeds. I'm hoping this is enough for the rest of the game mode. I will get a trickle of seeds from doing Slayer tasks as well, so I'm hoping that'll help me keep it up. I'm not planning on getting the 25 million herblore experience goal, just because I think that'll be pretty inefficient for me to attempt to do with my relic choice. Without botanist, it's a little difficult to do, so I'm going to be primarily just focusing on getting 99, which I'm hoping this will be enough, but well, we'll have to see. The Guam, Marentil, and Taroman seeds I picked up just to see how much they would stack up, and because they were common seeds, I don't want to drop them all the time anyway, but I'm not really going to be growing those unless I absolutely have to, namely just the Taromans. The Marentils and Guams I won't grow at all. Marentils just maybe a couple for my incense burners in my house. Harlanders are where I'm probably going to start growing the actual seeds, because the chocolate dust is super easy to get as a secondary. Renar seeds are obviously amazing. This will be a good amount of prayer potions. Again, with my relic choice, I'll need more than most people, so I'm hoping that's enough. Toadflax is also going to be incredible because it'll allow me to use my massive stack of bird nests, which is an easy secondary as well. Irits also super easy secondary, just by I have newt packs. Aventos are a little bit tricky because the only real way I have to get Mortmire fungus is from chopping the Salsep caps. But I do plan to do a little bit more of that woodcutting, so I should have hopefully enough just to use up these seeds. And then obviously I can use amylase as well to turn them into staminas. So hopefully they're fairly useful. Coreworms will be super useful, just use limpet roots, super easy. Snapdragons will probably be a little annoying to use up because I have to go manually collect red spider's eggs from the ground. I don't really have any good monster drops as far as I understand, but obviously super restores will be invaluable, so I'll be doing that anyway, and I don't have so many. Canatines, Lancetimes, Dwarfweeds, and Torsals, which I didn't get, are all, like, I only have a couple, and they're going to be so rare, so I don't even really care about them too much. My primary experience is going to come from the ones less than that. I also got probably around 80 snapegrass seeds. I've already started using them, and I kind of expected that this was the case. You don't get them super often from thieving, so I wouldn't expect to stack up too many. However, I already have a stack of 613 in the bank just from doing like 3 farm runs, so it shouldn't be too bad, honestly. I'm hoping that'll be enough. That should hopefully outpace my Renar usage, otherwise I might be in trouble because I don't really have a good way to get more of those. And then of course I also got 317 limpwort seeds, because you only use 1 per flower patch at a time. I'm really not going to run out. That should be more than enough. And I've already also grown 146 of those too. So that'll be super nice. Glad to have those. So I was starting to do some cooking on mobile in my spare time, and I realized I should probably just go to the Mist Guild, which I didn't even realize was an auto unlock. And I didn't know this, but there was a 100-point task for entering it. That would have been really nice to have last episode when I was working on getting that final relic. Because Dragon Slayer 2 is auto-completed when you unlock the regions I have, I could have just walked in here at any point. So I've been cooking here for a little while, already up to 84. I'm not doing one ticking or anything. This is just going to be another AFK grind for me. And actually, I realized with this amount of Krombons, I have like 40 million cooking experience banked at the current multiplier plus equilibrium. Overdid that one a little bit, so I probably won't be doing all of them. I'll just be doing as many as I need for combat. I'll probably stop with 10k for now, because that should be 25 million experience. It's like over 4 million experience an hour, even just AFKing here at the Rain. This is actually one of those places I've never been to on the main game, but I've seen in a lot of videos. So I'm not super familiar with it, but I kind of know my way around. I know you can get this Mistcape, which is best in slot Crush, I believe. So I probably won't be using it because I don't think I'll be using Crush anywhere unless there's a boss or something that could benefit from it. But I believe it also has unlimited teleport to the Mist Guild here, which is super handy, yeah. I think I will be using this for Wrathrune crafting if I decide to go that route after level 95, because it makes it pretty easy to get to the bank here. It's also like just a nice bank in general, so it'll be handy to have. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Super happy with the progress that I made in this video. The ability to be able to do herb runs basically as much as I would like now for the rest of the league. Maybe I might run out of seeds real quick. We'll have to see how it goes. But just having knocked out that thieving grind right away will be super awesome and super efficient. I'll be able to train Herblore up pretty soon, as well as continuing the farming grind, which is great. I am super excited for the coming grinds. It's going to be time to begin working on Slayer. There are other things I could do before that, but honestly, Slayer is going to be a blast with the relics I've unlocked. I'm super excited to give it a try, but there's a little bit more prep work that needs to be done, so we'll be doing that in the next episode. I'm just going to sit here and AFK cook my Karambans while I work on editing the video, so we'll have to see how far I can get. Might even get 99 by the beginning of the next episode. I don't know, are we going to hit 2 99s in every episode from now on? I don't know if I can keep that up. But always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you're having as much fun as I am, and you're also enjoying your own League's grind. It's been super fun. This game mode is amazing. It's a great time. Give the channel a subscription if you would like to see more progress videos from me. Otherwise, I always appreciate those likes and comments. They help drive the channel a lot, and I'm always looking forward to any feedback or any comments that you guys have on the videos. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone.